Okay, let's start. It's third assignment. So the task was create any system by using PostgreSQL database. So we have chosen the library system. So the first, the code starts with two import statements like Java until scanner and the JavaSQL classes. The scanner class is used to take input from the users, and the JavaSQL package contains classes for database operations. So after that, also code has three constants to store the database connection. It's DB username, DB password, and the DB URL. There is a username and my local password. The main method is method starts by creating a scanner object named sk to take input from the user and sign it to connection to the database using the driver manager class and the get connection method. So the previously defined connection details can be operated for it. So after that we have a menu display that code enters a while loop and displays a menu of available functionalities to the user, like add a new book, show all available books, and the others. So if the user inputs 1, the code inserts a new book into the database. The codes create a prepared statement object with an SQL insert statement to insert values into the book table. So we have also the book table. The code takes the book's details like title, author, year, genre as input from the user using the scanner object, and sets these values into the prepared statement using the setString and setInt methods. After that, system will output the book was added successfully, and it will send to this table. So if user press number 2, the coder retrieves all the books from the book table and displays the results to the user. The code create a statement and execute an SQL select statement to retrieve all the records from the book table ordered by user brain and the other things, creating an order. So after that, he's output the all available books, and then that code will show ISBN, title, and after things like output. Let me show you how code is works. So let's run it. So let's add some new books. The book title. I will write a random things to get faster. Describe your code. Book genre, book quantity is 2. And let's make that access for student 2. So the book was added successfully. Let's check it. We have these books at our table. Also, let me show you console. It's saving ISBN by a serial method, title with varchar method, and the year with integer method. For student, it's boolean, so it's taking the true or false value. So the next user add and the user show method options will explain next person, Dariga.
The third command to add a new user adds new rows in user table that consist of ID, username, groups, and books column. This is the creating of this table in console using create table statement and table name, where ID serial primary key, ID is the name of the column, serial for the auto incrementing, and primary key for the unique values of ID. Username varchar. Username is the name of the column. Varchar 20 is the variable range string with the maximum range of 20 characters. Groups column with the maximum range of 10 characters. Then, to change existing table, using after table statement in user table, adding books column with the maximum range of 20 characters and default value is 0. So this is the query that says using insert into command insert in users table in username and groups columns values, where the first question mark is for the first column, the second question mark is for the second column. Then preparing statement that stays for the preparing and executing of the query, scanning the lines where the first value and the second value will be written in the console. Then set string method in prepare statement where the first value sets for the username and the second value sets for the groups. Then execute update method in prepare statement that will execute insert into command or execute our query. The next command to show all users starts with the creating statement. Then this is the query using select command that says select all from users table order by ID column. Then this is the execute query method that will execute select command and return result set object that contains results of our query. Then while result has next values, it will print the results of the ID column using getInt method, then results of username using getString method, and results of groups column using getString method also. Let's see. So add a new user into username, for example, this group student. The user was added successfully. Let's check. So show all users. Yes, this is the second one. Refresh the table. This is the added student.
Case 5. In this case, we need to give the certain book to a certain user. First, we need write ISBN of book, then ID of user. Then we create SQL select book and give in this value functions. Select all value from book where ISBN is unknown. Then prepare statement and give in the statement ISBN which we already know is instead of question mark. Then we save this result in book result. After we did the same action but with user, and here check it if book or user not found, printed message book or user not found. Then here check it if book numbers greater than 0, and here check it if here in users table in group column will be student, and if for student will be false, printed message student cannot take this book. Then value for update function, update book table, set quantity, and this part of code update here and decreases quantities number by 1. Here update users table. Here change it set book change it 0 by title. Then printed message book with ISBN successfully given to user. Command 6. Command 6 need to return book back to the library from user. First, we need write ID of user and title of book. Then updated users table in set books. Change it book set title, change it by 0. And here check it if in table book was will be same title. Will increases the quantity by 1. Then executed. Then printed message the book was returned successfully. Command 7 and command 8 is for undelayed book and delayed users. First, we need write function delayed from table and then prepared statement. We write ISBN or ID of user. Then this value will be input instead of question mark. Then executed. And command 9 is for exit of program. For example, in console, for example, 5, enter ISBN of book 5 and ID, for example, 3. Student cannot take this book because search is student and 5 is false. If we give 6 is true, we give the 6 in search student successfully. And here change it, and here change it, decrease by 1. Then we give, for example, we return book in users stream, title, book return successful, and here change it, increase by 1. Then, for example, if we need delete book, we need write ISBN and delete it. 7th book, there isn't. And delete, sorry, delete user, for example, no, 3, and there isn't. And exit of program. It's our console. Наверное,